Welcome back. This is Rosita Todorova with Drawing 2. This is the third video in the matte and shiny object cross-hatching tutorial. And as you can see, since the last time I videoed, I've added cross-hatching to my black cloth, creating a variety of marks that are moving with the direction of the cloth, making sure that that dark value is tucked right underneath the objects that are sitting next to it. And you can see that the urn is still in progress, but everything else is starting to kind of take shape and form. What I wanted to show you is that after this point, now that we have a lot of value, we can start using our eraser to create some of the variation in light. Just picking up some of the value that we have added so that things can have a little more drama. For example, in this area where the cloth has a curve to it, right on this edge, if I look at the still life, it's actually a little bit lighter than I have. And I can just use my eraser, pick up a little bit strategically of that cloth, and it's going to just create a little value shift, increase my value scale so that, oops, see, and that one might have been too much if I do that. I actually want to go back into it with my pencil, not smear it, and retuck that lighter area of the value back in using cross-hatching. Alright, so let's see. What I would like to do is just increase the value in here, just using my kneaded eraser, lifting off a little bit of that shadow. On the edge of this bottle here, I can also use a little bit of a light area. The bottle is lighter where it contrasts right with the cloth, and that actually tapers just gently into that bottle. I'll work on that for a minute. Again, if it gets to be too much, you feel like you've taken too much away, you can always go back with cross-hatching and add it back in. You don't want to get too light because you don't want to compete with the lighter objects that you might have, but this will just create one other kind of shade, create some differences between the bottle and the cloth so that that bottle can continue to look matte but just looks different than the cloth. You want to make sure that your eraser is shaped in the form that you're going to make. If you're making a vertical line, you want the eraser to be pressed to be a little bit more vertical. If you're making a circle, you can make a big circle-like or half crescent-like space. What am I saying? A half crescent-like eraser half circle. I'm not sure if I'll get to edit this video, so if you're listening to it and I said that, my apologies. Sometimes I misspeak. Alright, so that kind of gives us a little bit more dimension. You can see the bottle starting to pop up just a bit with those additional highlights away from that cloth. Don't want to overdo it. There's a couple other highlights that I can add in here. Just that edge is a little lighter in terms of the still life. Same with this little change in the cloth. Maybe this one also. There we Just give you an idea of how you can use your erasers to create a little bit more drama while using crosshatching. Alright, I'm going to log off again, and I will be back, continue to talk about shiny objects, and maybe we'll also touch base about creating a texture in cloth. This specific cloth is just cotton, so it doesn't have a very dramatic texture, but if you were working on something like velvet or another material, you can create texture just with different strokes that you use in your crosshatching. Alright, maybe I will stand up this drawing just so that you can get a chance to see the whole thing. Let's see if I can do that. Alright, and there's the still life and the drawing. Alright, signing off. We'll see you soon.